think it'll
funny.
be recorded and it'll be saved, so
Yeah.
we
We'll
can
do that.
start. So,
Cool.
hi guys. Generally, you've always seen me talking about bags, and this time I decided to bring a guest along with me to talk about bags. We have with us here Deki. She has a channel named Designer, quite a fun channel name, and she, like all of us, she's also fan of bags. And I thought, like, let's just have like more conversation about bags with her. So thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for initiating this. I mean, it's really exciting to talk about bags with someone. So
Yeah, I know. Thanks a lot, Swati. And I'm so glad to be doing this right in time before 2023 ends. It's been so nice to like know you for like, I don't know now, over 2 years or over a
right,
year and a
it's
half
been 2 years. Yeah,
2 years, yeah. So we've been constantly like chit chatting offline, and we thought, why don't we come online and do this
right.
and make this into a fun video? So let's begin. Let's shoot questions. Let's talk about one thing that we both love and everyone loves on both these channels, and that's bags.
Right. So yeah, so Deki, I want to like obviously ask with you, like for me, I know when like bag did not just meant a utility, it meant something more. It was like an achievement for me. It was meant a piece of my pride, something which brought confidence. There were a lot were attached to the bag, just the utility part. So when did that happen for you? When did it change for you?
Yeah, I think for me, I was always a bag lover, but I never really took it up as, a real thing that I would want to come, let's build a nice collection. It wasn't like
Yeah.
at the back of my mind. I think it really happened very impromptu. So,
Okay.
one thing that I've learned about myself over the years that I've grown up is I have really loved shoes a lot. I think in
Yeah.
my early 20s, I would always buy fancy shoes, but couple them up with very ordinary looking clothes. But I think it would really make the whole outfit kind of come together. And I think
Right.
that's the same thing about handbags. And
Yeah.
slowly, you start as you start growing older, you kind of realize what kind of bags you really like, and we'll get to those categories of bags that
Right.
we both like. But I think it kind of began like probably early 20s. But
Okay.
post pandemic is when I thought, okay, as I'm growing older, there's something that I would really want to build of my own. And
Right.
that's the time I decided to take collection a bit more seriously in terms of what suits my lifestyle and aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. And you also have a channel and you also have an Instagram page. And
Yes, I do.
like how did that happen for you?
So I always wanted to kind of, push a lot of content post pandemic through my main page or my main social media handles. But then I also thought that, there would be a lot of flying judgments that would come my way as to why, there are, it's viewed more as a show off and less of a passion, which is what I have a
Right.
problem with. And that's
Same
the
here.
reason why I thought that, let me have a separate page altogether to, unite people with same interests and like-mindedness to kind of come and huddle there and have conversations around things that you really love, and why
Right.
not. So I think
Right.
that is the reason why I thought like it's better to stem out of my original channel or my original page, I would say. At that time I didn't have a YouTube channel, and I just thought, okay, if I'm going to create an Instagram page, I might as well start a YouTube channel as well, and hence
Yeah.
Zenos came into being.
Yeah, and I have noticed that we also got connected because of because of my that personal page about bags, like not a personal one, the bag page, and you also had that page, so we did get connected because of that. So it really did help us connect with like-minded people, and where bag did not just meant like a just a utility thing; it really meant something more. So that's
True.
really interesting to know. So I've noticed you don't really post a lot. So has your goal changed? Like what it was for your channel before and now?
Yeah, I think somewhere in my mind in 2022, or rather late 2021, I was really enthusiastic about, starting a collection, and I took it too seriously in 2022. And then I ended
Yeah.
up doing a lot of impulse purchases, so to speak. And then I realized that, I need to look back and see like what is it that really suits my lifestyle, what suits my fashion sense, so to speak. It's not like I have a great fashion sense, but just in general also, like what
Right,
really will help me get the cost per wear of a bag,
right.
a term that is so widely utilized or used and abused by a lot of YouTubers. But I think it's really important to be conscious and have a
True.
sustainable way of building your collection. So I think that's when 2022 was so overboard that in 2023 I kind of
You slow down.
took a step back, and yeah, I reevaluated what really works for me, and consciously
Yeah,
took certain calls. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So
I
that's
can
how.
totally relate to that because I went through something similar and
Yeah.
can totally understand. So, anyways, let's just talk about like what has been your best purchase for the year. I want to talk to you about two things. First, let's just talk about the most expensive bag in your collection. Like, which is the most expensive bag you have in your collection?
Oh, okay. So expensive if you're talking about worth. I think in terms of both worth and the memories of that the bag that holds,
Yeah,
for me would definitely be the first LV bag, because it was a
right.
sentimental piece. Like I said in my video, also, it was a
Yeah,
sense of achievement, and it was a long-standing personal goal that was fulfilled. So I thought I deserved a reward. So
yeah.
that's when I think I decided
I
to
think
purchase it,
first
and I
LV
think
is always precious.
yeah, any first bags, anything first, I think are always special.
True.
And But it because I mean, again, not talking about the worth of the bag or the price of the bag being expensive. What really mattered was when there are times when you were swiping your card, you might double think, right? Okay, should I not? But
Yeah,
at that
it
point of
happens.
time, the money was the secondary bit, what was being
Wow.
spent, but it was a memory that I wanted to hold on to, so that
Right.
superseded the purpose of spending anything on a bag. So I think that was my most special purchase in 2022.
And which is your favorite bag? All time favorite bag?
I think my all-time favorite bag has to be the Marc Jacobs mini tote bag, because
Yeah,
even though
it's
I
a
don't
classic.
utilize it that much, because the color is something I associate with fall weather and a little bit of winter weather, less for
Yeah,
summer. But just the make of the bag is so luxurious for the price
yeah,
tag it came with. It's the leather is so supple. I think that is something, is something that is like absolute favorite, and the size is perfect for my lifestyle, because I'm not
yeah.
someone who carries a lot. I'm not someone who carries too less. Also, somewhere in between, I think that was the best.
So, about me also something like in the last year, I was buying a lot of crossbody, a lot of small bags, and this year I had this shift in me that I was really focusing on buying bag which I can really use it. Because end of the
Yeah,
day, like I had 10 sling bags and had this like one outing in a day, one outing in a month, and I would barely just get
yeah,
the bag would get chance. So for
right.
you, is there any shift happen in your purchases? Like it happened for me. Like now I go for bigger bags than the smaller bag. So did it happen for you?
So not really, I would say, but I have definitely moved away from extremely tiny mini bags to, like, I won't say even medium size bag, but like a size above mini. That's the
Okay,
size that I am referring to.
right.
Because I was never a big bag girl, never a tote girl. Wasn't very enthusiastic about something that I had to really rummage inside and find my belongings, which is why I was very comfortable with smaller bags, which I could visually see and like just put my hands and get it out. So my purchase pattern or my choices has not drastically changed in this year, but it has taken a shift. So it's a small pivot, I would say.
Okay. And so
Sorry, yeah, yeah. You're just like cracking up a bit, so. True.
what are bags on the list? Just two questions for me.
Yeah, I don't think I have reached a state of purse peace as of now.
Oh,
I think the purse
lucky.
piece, my ultimate purse piece would be the either the Lady Dior or the Micro DeJoy, or not even micro, maybe the small DeJoy, but anything between the DeJoy and the Lady Dior would be my ultimate purse piece bag. I think that's something that I would take as a goal to really achieve, but I'm not very sure if I would want to, like, I'm not running after it. Like, I'm not
Right.
saying that 2024 is when I am going to seal the deal. I think there has
Fair.
to be a momentous occasion or something like a memory that I can attach to, gratifying myself with a purchase like that. And I think like it just comes with time, and you really can't put a timeline, or you can't put really a date to it.
Right.
Until then, I think like I really am looking very consciously at the pre-loved market also. So a
Yeah.
Fendi Mama Baguette is something that is I'm I've been running
I know
after
we
for
are
a
hunting
while.
one for you.
Yeah,
Right.
we've discussed that, and
Right.
we've discussed also the LV favorite, which I was after for quite a time now, in since 2022. And I remember reaching out to a couple of resellers in India to kind of see if that bag was in stock, and fortunately I found one, and hopefully that's going to be
That's
the
a good
first
year end for
purchase of
you.
2024.
Yeah. That's a good start. Yeah, good start for you.
Thank you. So what about you? Like, what's on your list, and what's the year
Mm,
looking like? Are you planning on ticking off some of these wish list
yeah.
items?
So for me, I think I've reached first piece because whatever bag that I really been eyeing for, even if I see, I don't get the excitement to ask like what the price is. I'm just not interested anymore.
Hmm.
And again, I've become very mindful about it.
Yeah.
Like today itself, I got a message from Luxury One saying, "Do you plan to sell any of your bag?" And I kind of really went back and looked into my cupboard, and I had no bags to sell.
Wow.
So kind of, yeah, exactly.
Cheers.
It kind of like I have every bag has a utility to serving the purpose. I do not feel the need to sell right now. And if something is on my wish list for now, it is something Celine. And again, it has to mean something. I just don't want to buy like how you said that you want to associate it with a achievement or something memory.
Yeah.
Same goes with me. I want to associate with a memory or an achievement. So I'm holding on to it. But yeah, if something really good Celine comes along, I mean that's what I'm gonna buy. But that is it. I'm gonna restrict my bag purchase to one or two bags this for the next year.
And what is the 2023 bag of the year for you? What was it that you most enjoyed?
The bag which like changed it for me was the expensive bag ever was the
Yay.
LV Petite Mal. I mean, that bag made me question like, is this really me? Is it me spending? It was absolute impulse. Like I wanted a bag, but like the purchase was absolutely impulse. I had not planned it. It did like I had got a bonus that month, so I did manage to pay it off, but kind of made me realize that am I becoming this person who can afford to just spend like that on a bag? And
Yeah.
then it kind of made me really think on my purchase pattern and like my lifestyle and how
Hmm.
I am overcompensating buying a bag, avoiding my real life issues, kind of. So somewhere we
Yeah.
do that, So
Yeah.
it for me it was that bag which, yeah, it is bag. So that's the bag.
So I think like, yeah, we did speak about this, and I know your love for her, but I just want to see her to be like more out and about with you,
Yeah,
because I
and
know you
that'll
have
be
a
nice.
wide array of collection, and I love the fact that you dedicate like each and every bag your equal amount of time, just like a little baby. So I really
Yeah,
appreciate that, because had I been in your place, I think there would be a lot of bags would be just like, sitting in the closet, which is why I think one of the bags that came out of my closet and into yours was the
yeah,
Tory Burch bag.
yeah,
So it has, found its rightful owner, because I just
yeah.
wasn't being able to justify its presence in my in my closet. So I think it's been a great 2023 for us. We've been very conscious, very mindful on our spends, and I know for the fact that you actually have sold
Absolutely.
a lot of bags. Do you want to give the
Yeah.
count?
I've sold 12 bags,
Wow,
12 bags, and I think that's a lot.
it's a year of
And
decluttering
especially,
then for you.
yeah, it's absolutely been that. And the like the best part has been like, me, the purchases have really been thoughtful, unlike
Right.
previously when it was mindless. And it's been like, okay, so it's like a small achievement to share. It's been 2 months I've not purchased a bag.
Wow.
Imagine we are talking 2 months not purchasing a bag.
Yeah.
Last year it was like every month I had one or two purchases happening.
Yeah,
So
and that's
that's
not a
how.
lot of not a lot of people would understand it, but it really means a lot for people who are actual enthusiasts and who are like actual bag or purse collectors. So going
Exactly.
2 months without eyeing anything and controlling your urge to not swipe that card or
Yeah.
spend that card, I think it's a great achievement. So pat on your
Yeah.
back for
Thanks.
doing that and prioritizing other things in life which needs your attention. So I think that's
Yeah.
something we both have been able to achieve
Yeah.
since 2023 began. Because 2022, I think we both were all over the place with
True, true.
our spending patterns.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Do you think you will continue to kind of put your monies into bags for the next or for the near foreseeable future, or do you think that that's something that was maybe temporary and you might want to park a lot of those funds to, let's say, travel or like jewelry or like things like that? So is there, like, do you have any goal as
Yeah.
such?
So for me, I regret buying so much bags now that I don't have a goal for in coming future, because I can't justify the one I already have, like the
Hmm.
usage part. So for me, I kind of feel bad that I've taken away the joy of buying. The joy we get when you buy something. I have really
Hmm.
taken it away and kind of bothers me. But I am planning to more focus on jewelry going
Hmm.
forward, like maybe branded, not branded. I've not made my decision there. I want to focus more on jewelry, and I want bags in my life, but I want it like to have it like no more contemporary bags. Like I might not even buy a Coach anymore, because again I have too many Coach bags. I just want to use those, and I really want to invest on, like, I will not say invest is the right word for bag because it's like wrongly used, but
True.
like for bags, I want to like really buy a bag which if I plan to sell them, I get a good value. Unlike Coach, where you generally don't get a decent value, maybe just
Right.
40% of the price. So at
Yeah.
least here you can expect 80%. So I want to buy luxury only, hold on to it, maybe wait a year, 2 year, get
Hmm.
the right bag, buy that. So that's what
Hmm.
my plan is, and I want to focus on jewelry more, because I think the resale part and the overall, like, end of the day, like my middle class mentality starts calculating, like,
Yeah,
so I think
absolutely.
so my focus is jewelry more.
Right. And then last, I think, question before we probably wrap it up is, the ultimate achievement or pinnacle of brands, of luxury brands in bags, at least would be, let's say, Hermes and Chanel. So do you have any goals of ever,
Yeah.
venturing into the orange boxes and the black box world?
Yeah, I mean maybe in my 40s, because I really wanted to earn it.
Yeah.
But yes, I do have in mind a Kelly, like Hermes Kelly 28 or 32. Like I want like the bigger one. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a small girl. I'm like, something small will not look good on me. So a Kelly 28 is what my target is.
Sorry for the noise, but
No, 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 it's all good. What about you? What is your target? What is your ultimate dream bag?
yeah, so Chanel 19 was always in my mind. Still can't
Okay.
get over it. That absolute beige camel color, I can like literally visualize it with the most perfect white outfit probably in my head. Chanel 19, I think I always have more affinity and love for Chanel over Hermes because I for some reason, I again like the Birkin, which is so famous and so coveted, loved by all. I
Yeah.
somehow don't seem to like gravitate
Yeah.
towards the
Yeah.
Hermes rat race of building a
Right.
relationship, buying 10
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Get it.
So it's not something that I see myself do. But a Chanel 19 or obviously the classic flap in black caviar leather would be the ultimate goal. But I ain't spending $10,000 on a bag for
Oh yeah.
sure. Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, that's the ultimate. But then again, like it's the journey of kind of getting there is
Yeah.
something to be cherished more. So I think
Absolutely.
this was a fun session. Maybe we should do
Yes,
this
we
again
must,
next
and we
time.
should, like, if people want us to talk more, because there's so much topic we can talk about. That how Louis Vuitton prices are increasing, and how like Petit Mal, like in 3 months the price increase are like 60,000,
Yeah.
and things like that. We can have more conversation. So if people are there to listen to us, we should do it like a kind of like a podcast, like talk about bags and like especially the Indian scenario, because there's not many people really talking about it. So
Exactly. Yeah.
if our subscribers are interested, do let us know. And yes, Teki, thank you so much for your time and
Thanks a
enjoy
lot.
your weekend. I know
Thank you
you're
so
going on a
much for having
vacation.
me on your
Same here.
channel, and give this a big thumbs up if you like our video or a little chit chat session that we just did,
Yeah.
and let us know, like Swati said, what topics you'd want us to cover, because like she said, not many people are doing this in the Indian market scenario. So do let us know your thoughts, and that's about it for now.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.